I looked at him and I went, this guy's a prospect. And I
Yeah.
put it up on our social media, on our story, and said, this guy is a prospect. And
He was flying under the radar for a little bit, you know.
he was flying under the radar. I mean, I watched him on his debut. I think it was quite early in the morning. I went,
Yeah.
fuck, this guy is good.
Yeah.
He is really good. He's well rounded. He can wrestle.
Yeah.
He has sharp striking.
Yeah.
I just rate fighters that have little holes to their game.
Yeah.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. But it was interesting to see how he would do against Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall kept going for the same Imanari. It wasn't really quite an Imanari roll. He wasn't. He would just try and dive for the leg, but it wasn't quite an Imanari roll. He would just try and roll into a heel hook without doing an actual Imanari roll.
Yeah. Because Ryan Hall's BJJ pedigree is so bloody high, and he's the kind of guy that not really many people even want to fight.
No one wanted to fight him.
And to put your hand up and to fight the guy who no one wants to fight, especially when you're this early into the UFC, is huge as well. I mean, because Topuria's only 7-0, 8-0 now. There you go. And Ryan Hall
10-0.
10-0, sorry. And then, well, what was Ryan Hall's record?
Don't know at this point. I'll have a look. But, I mean, not a whole lot is said. A lot is said is about Ryan Hall's ground game. His striking isn't as well talked about.
Yeah.
And he's good on the feet.
Yeah, sorry.
Like his actual boxing isn't up to par with the other elite strikers, but his kicking game is good. He has really good flexibility due to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu working in the 50-50 position. But which carries over to like kicking. He does a lot of like hook kicks and as well as like spinning hook kicks and spinning back kicks and things like that. He's good on the feet as well.
Yeah.
In terms of leg kicks and things like that. It's just Topuria, he's solid. He's solid as a brick. He's smart. He's intelligent.
Yeah.
Undefeated fighter. He's a big prospect through Georgia, and I think Topuria needs a ranked opponent.
Yeah.
I think he needs a ranked opponent.
He's only 3 fights into the UFC. You know, it's also, I think he wants to be, he's from Halle, Germany. He was born in Germany, but I think he had like the,
So he was raised in Georgia.
Pori. Yeah. He had the Spanish flag behind him. And he calls himself El Matador. Yeah. So well, he was born in Germany. But yeah, he has the Georgian flag.
Yeah.
And
so he must be born in Germany, raised in Georgia.
Yeah.
Probably has some Spanish descent.
Yeah.
Because he looks a little bit Spanish.
Yeah.
Look, he needs a ranked opponent, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I don't rush him too quick, but I think if you can go through Ryan Hall, who no one wants to touch, he's got a... I think he needs a ranked opponent.
Yeah.
I think he needs a ranked opponent next. Any idea who you suggest?
It's a hard one to get, really, because the featherweight division is so bloody stacked, and it is also one of my my favorite divisions. In terms of a ranked opponent, we talking top 15?
Top 15, I think maybe an Alex Caceres.
Okay.
Who is also a very interesting fighter as well. I think Topuria should fight maybe Alex Caceres or a Shane Burgos. That's a cool fight. With Ryan Hall, I think the dude's bloody good, really good on the ground in that 50-50 position. Perhaps just needs to make his game. He needs to like maybe do more setups, because I think he kept going for the same position, and I think everybody knows he's going to go for that, so they can do a lot of drilling for that. I think maybe he needs to show off more elements of his overall Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game, because he'd be good in so many other areas. He doesn't just have to go for heel hooks and things like that.
I was thinking maybe a Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah, maybe a Bryce. Oh, that would be cool as well. Yeah. So with Ilia Topuria, he was managing to, whenever he got his foot caught, he would disengage and make as much space as he could. And there was a moment in the fight where Ryan Hall tried to go for one of those spinning hook kicks. And sometime one of the disadvantages of spinning hook kicks coming from like a Taekwondo background is it's really good at, if you miss then they disengage, it's really good to make them scared and be in your kicking range, right? But if you do it too slow and you come too wide, someone can intercept quite quickly and they have your back, which is very easy for you to get taken down. Or what happened was Topuria put a lot of pressure on him, smacked him, and then Ryan Hall had an arm underneath, or his right arm underneath, and Topuria was just in side control, just teeing off him, bang, 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 and he put his lights out. So Topuria is like he's got the whole package, to be honest. He looks like he's got cardio. He looks like he's got the power. He's intelligent. He uses a lot of fakes. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He can wrestle and take you down. He's a fucking solid fighter.